Hello everyone and welcome to Barca News. It's November 3rd, 2022 and Gerard Pique has announced that he will be retiring from Barcelona. Also, Atletico de Madrid's Joao Felix has been linked with Barcelona and the club will reportedly not make a move for Endrick until the summer transfer market. We have a lot to discuss, so let's begin. Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. My name is Mo and the team are continuing their preparation ahead of their next La Liga match that will take place on Saturday, November 5th against Almeria at the Spotify Camp Nou. Now it's reported that Andreas Christensen will be declared fit for that match after missing a month of action due to an ankle injury that he picked up in a Champions League match against Inter Milan. And it's also being reported that Memphis Depay could also be declared fit ahead of that match after missing over a month from action due to a thigh injury that he picked up during the international break. Now Xavi and Barcelona's captain Sergio Busquets organized a team building dinner last night that was attended by all the members of the first team as the team looked to finish the first half of the season as strong as possible by winning their two remaining matches against Almeria on Saturday and against Osasuna next Tuesday before the players have to report to their international squads ahead of the 2022 Qatar World Cup. Now on to the breaking news that Gerard Pique announced today through his social media accounts that he will be retiring from Barcelona and at the match against Almeria this Saturday will be Pique's last match at the Spotify Camp Nou. Now it has not been confirmed 100% but it's now being reported that Gerard Pique will forgive the 80 million euros that Barcelona owe him in deferred salaries and deferred bonuses, and if Pique does end up doing this will be a grand gesture by Barcelona's captain and by one of the best center backs in the history of the club. Now Gerard Pique is a Barcelona man through and through. He joined the youth academy at the age of 10 and he rose through the ranks quickly until he briefly left to Manchester United at the end of the 2004-2005 season, where he won the Premier League and the Champions League double in the 2007-2008 season. Now Gerard Pique returned to Barcelona in 2008 where he began by winning the treble under Pep Guardiola that same season, and he also won a second treble under Luis Enrique in the 2014-2015 season, and in total Gerard Pique has won 30 trophies with Barcelona. Now Pique has the fifth highest appearances for Barcelona with 615 matches, and he's also known as a goal-scoring defender with 29 goals for Barcelona, and he is the second highest scoring defender in the history of the club, and he is the highest scoring defender in the Champions League for Barcelona with 16 goals. Now with this announcement, Gerard Pique is keeping a promise that he made a while back where he said that he would walk away from the club the moment he realized that he didn't have the level to be a Barcelona starter or compete at a Barcelona level, and after several poor performances this season and after being relegated to the bench by Xavi, Gerard Pique has decided to walk away from the club where he has spent most of his life. Now it was always rumored that Gerard Pique had the ambitions to become a Barcelona president in the future, and the player did seem to hint at that in his farewell video where he said that he'll be back while staring at the presidential balcony. Now even though it is time for Gerard Pique to retire, and I'm glad that he made this announcement, it's for sure a sad day for the club and all its fans because Gerard Pique will always be a Barcelona legend and one of the best center backs that we had at the club. So I would like to say thank you to Gerard Pique for everything that you did for the club, and I wish you the best luck and all the success in your future endeavors. Now on to the news that Hector Bellerin has said in an interview that he gave to Radio Catalunya that he would like to extend his contract with Barcelona, which expires at the end of the season in the summer of 2023. Now Hector Bellerin said, "I want to renew with Barca. It was very nice to return home. At the moment I have signed a one-year contract and we are waiting to see how everything goes for both parties. Renewing is something that does not depend on me, but I am very happy at Barca. I'm very happy to be here and be able to enjoy playing for Barca because it's a dream I've always had. When you reach the last day of the transfer window and you haven't done the preseason, it's always harder to get in. There are a few minutes of filming, but I'm happy with the way everything is developing on a footballing and personal level." Now, of course, as I've been discussing with you these past few days, the club is currently not in favor of extending Hector Bellerin's contract after his several poor performances this past few matches, and as a result, Xavi has requested from Barcelona that they prioritize signing a player for the right back position. Now, of course, this could all change if Hector Bellerin does end up stepping up his game and ends up impressing Barcelona. But even if if the club do decide to extend Hector Bellerin's contract, I have no doubt that the club will end up signing another player for the right back position, because Sergio Roberto's contract will also expire at the end of the season, and Xavi likes to have 2 players for each position. Now, as I reported in yesterday's video, Barcelona have reportedly began negotiations to try to sign Jorginho as a replacement for Sergio Busquets, whose contract will expire at the end of the season in the summer of 2023. Now, Jorginho's contract with Chelsea will expire in the summer of 2023, and it's reported that the 30-year-old midfielder does not want to extend his contract with the Premier League club, and as a result, Barcelona want to sign Jorginho as a replacement for Sergio Busquets, given that he will be arriving in Barcelona for free. Now, it was reported that Barcelona met with Jorginho's entourage yesterday in order to advance the player's signing. However, a few moments after this news leaking, Jorginho's agent came out to deny that this meeting had happened, but there is some speculation in the media stating that the meeting did in fact happen, and that Jorginho's agent is denying it as a negotiation tactic. Now, Barcelona were reportedly more in favor of signing N'Golo Kante, who will also become a free agent next summer. However, given that N'Golo Kante just had surgery and will be out of action several months, and given his current physical condition with all the injuries that he's been suffering, Barcelona have decided to elect instead Jorginho over N'Golo Kante. Now, Barcelona are not the only club who are after Jorginho. It's reported that the Italian club AC Milan are also interested in obtaining the services of the Italian-Brazilian midfielder. Now, on to the news that Atletico de Madrid's Joao Felix has now been linked with Barcelona. Now, after that disastrous start to the season by Atletico de Madrid, where they have been knocked out of all European competitions and where they are not faring too well in La Liga, Joao Felix's agent, Jorge Mendes, has now begun looking for a new team for one of his biggest stars on his roster, and as a result, Joao Felix is now being linked with Barcelona. Now, it's reported that Joan Laporte is a big fan of Joao Felix and he would like to bring the player on the team, and it's also reported that the club could make a bid for the player next summer, but of course all of this will depend on the economy of Barcelona next summer, because there is no doubt that this transaction will not be a cheap one. Now, on to the news that La Liga's president Javier Tebas has said that he would like to see Lionel Messi back in the Spanish league, and that he thinks that it was a mistake that Messi left Barcelona. Now, Javier Tebas said hopefully he will come back. Above all, it would also be good for him to return to Spanish football, especially to the team that was the side that saw him grow. I think it was a mistake even for him, in my opinion, to break that marriage. It was a very beneficial long-term alliance for Messi and for Barca itself. Now, it's very ironic that Javier Tebas is saying that it was a mistake for Messi to leave, when we all know that Javier Tebas is one of the main culprits for Messi's departure from Barcelona, because both the club and the player wanted to extend the relationship and wanted to extend the contract of Lionel Messi, but it was due to the strict financial restriction that Javier Tebas implemented on Barcelona that the club were unable to offer Lionel Messi a contract, and as a result, Messi had to leave the club and join PSG. But it seems that Javier Tebas is now regretting his decision to allow Lionel Messi to leave the Spanish league, because there is no doubt that the Spanish league has been impacted negatively as a result of the departure of the Argentinian superstar. Now, on to the news that Barcelona will reportedly not make a move for Endrick until the summer transfer market. Now, Endrick is a 16-year-old player who plays for the Brazilian club Palmeiras, and he is one of the most coveted players in the world, as he's considered to be a rising star. Now, all the big European clubs are currently after Endrick, including Barcelona, who have reportedly met with Endrick's family in the past and continue to maintain communication with Endrick and his family. And it's reported that Palmeiras want to finalize the transfer of Endrick as soon as this winter transfer market, despite the player not being able to make a jump to Europe until he turns 18 in 2024. Now, it was previously reported that PSG had offered Palmeiras 30 million euros for Endrick, and that they want to finalize his transfer this winter transfer market. And it's now being reported that Barcelona have informed Endrick and his family that they are not going to make a move for the player until the summer transfer market. So we're going to have to see whether Endrick will be willing to wait for Barcelona until the summer, or whether he's going to choose a club this winter transfer market. Now, we will end today's video with 2 brief updates. The first one is that Robert Lewandowski will pick up the European Golden Shoe next week, after winning it for the second time in a row for being the highest scorer in Europe's leagues with 35 goals. Now, the second update is that Luis Suarez scored twice as his boyhood club Nacional became the European champion. So congratulations to the Barcelona legend Luis Suarez on this achievement. So that is it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give me a like. Also, I would like to invite all of you to please leave a comment down below, giving me all your thoughts and opinions about all the news that I share with you. And finally, I would like to invite all of you to please subscribe to the channel so you can stay current on all the latest news in regards to our beloved club, FC Barcelona. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video. And as always, Peace, Barça.